The greatest need of humanity is to be distinguished, to be special, to be noticed. Have you ever watched children playing? There's always the loud one, there's always the bully, there's the popular one, there's the one sitting out there on the edge watching. That was always me, with the notoriously low self-esteem that never seems to go away. And you watch from a distance because you're afraid of being hurt, either physically or emotionally or otherwise. But the kids want to be distinguished. The best soccer player, the best basketball player, the best whatever. Have you ever served a table surrounded by kids? And they're pieces of pie. Which one will everybody go for? The one they consider the best piece, which is the largest piece. Yeah. Notice how it doesn't matter how old the child is. I've seen 65-year-old children fighting over the size of piece that they got. How come I got this little one? The power of wanting to be distinguished, to get the best, to be the best, to be recognized as the best. That is, I think, pretty accurate. And the disciples knew that Jesus was Mashiach, that he was the Messiah, the anointed one. But they had come to expect a military general instead of the savior of the world. They just thought it would be the savior of a nation. And they thought that he would be a general who would drive out the Romans militarily and set up the crown in Jerusalem again, like King David come back. But Jesus had a bigger vision than that. It was universal. It was the salvation of the entire planet. And these guys are fighting over, when you set up your throne in Jerusalem, who's going to be prime minister? I'm qualified. I've been fishing for 30 years. I know how to catch fish, and I'll do that politically. It's interesting how people want positions. I remember one guy said, I've been passed over for elder for 3 years now. And I said, well, you just messed it up. You're going to be passed over on your 4th year. You don't talk to me like that. You can't demand a position. Those things are led by God. You want to hear some trivia? I never was elected an elder in one of my churches where I was a member. Not once. And I was never elected a youth director in any of the churches where I served. As a person growing up after my baptism in 1970, I never got elected a youth leader, and I ended up being the leader of the youth of this denomination. It's impressive how God has his own plan that's bigger than us. You can't ask for a position. The humility is servanthood. But Jesus didn't say, shame on you guys for wanting to be number one. He says, I know what you guys are talking about, but government leaders, they lord over people and exert power over them. It will not be that way with you. Whoever wants to be great, let's check this out. Be a servant. That was very humbling. We want people to serve us, but when we have to serve. And if you want to be the greatest of all, be the servant of all.